Thank you so much for joining us here today, and we're so excited that you've managed to be a part of this event. My name is Leah Dorial, and I'm the founder and executive director of Oceanic Global. Oceanic Global inspires us to care deeply for the ocean and to provide solutions to protect it. We're an international nonprofit that sheds light on humanity's essential relationship to the ocean, and we empower individuals, communities, and industries to create positive change for our collective well-being. One of the main ways that we do so is through our second pillar of action, where we work with specific industries to shift their operating practices and to implement long-term solutions that meet both business and environmental needs. Everything on our planet is interconnected. And the good news is we have so many of these solutions, but it is our responsibility to implement positive behavioral change at all levels. Which is why I'm so excited to be able to introduce Cassia Patel and Zoe Bresh from our team, which will be sharing the program and the resources that we, with our partners and our collaborators, have developed to help industries work in harmony with our blue planet. And our hope is that you will all join us in this process. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah. My name is Cassia Patel, and I am the Program Director of Oceanic Global, and I'm thrilled to be here with you all today to celebrate the launch of our rebranded Industry Solutions Program. As many of you may be familiar, our previous Industry Solutions Program was called the Oceanic Standard, or abbreviated to TOS. And TOS was a set of research-backed guides and a sustainability badge verification system to help businesses reduce their environmental footprint and implement sustainable operating practices, with a specific focus on eliminating single-use plastics within the hospitality industry. Since we launched the Oceanic Standard in April of 2018, we have been learning and growing with all of you and evolving to meet new challenges with innovative solutions. We are excited to launch a compilation of those learnings into a new program structure here with you today. Before we present our updated program, we wanted to start by sharing some key successes and impacts of the Oceanic Standard program to date. Oceanic Global was born out of Oceanic Ibiza, our inaugural event that engaged hospitality, tourism, nightlife, music, schools, and the media, and amongst many topics, highlighted the issue of plastic pollution. As a direct result of the event, the island of Ibiza announced that it would roll out a ban on single-use plastics. In seeing the enormous response from the government, we recognized both the need and the opportunity to effectively guide businesses and the local community through this transition. In our work, we realized that businesses around the world were facing similar challenges and that we were making similar recommendations to address their needs. This led us to develop open-source resources, a network of vetted sustainable vendors, and a standardized program to hold businesses accountable, as well as to support and celebrate their achievements. This is how the Oceanic Standard was born. In April 2018 in New York City, we held the official program launch event, which aligned with us working on the New York City straw bill to ban single-use plastic straws. Following the launch event, we were able to get 100 businesses in just 6 weeks to move away from single-use plastic straws. This proved that cost-effective and available alternatives existed and gave the New York City Council the confidence to introduce the bill, which has now been put into effect. The program has since grown globally. We've hosted community-based events in Ibiza, in Tulum in Mexico, in Barbados, and in London. Between 2018 and 2021, we have engaged over 400 businesses in 26 countries, built a network of more than 300 solution providers, and trained local consultants and nonprofits around the world, empowering people with tools and expertise to step up as leaders and drive positive change in their communities. We have led destination-level and island-wide projects with partners like the UNDP, country tourism boards, and community funds, where our program is the framework for helping businesses meet local legislation. Throughout this work, we have helped impact 7 policies to eliminate single-use plastics and implement sustainable operations around the world. This work has laid the foundation for ongoing scalable behavior change. We have already created incredible impact with you all as the program has grown. From focusing on the hospitality industry to engaging with businesses in the tourism, music, events, sports and entertainment, and corporate office space sectors, to working at the island-wide level in destinations, to empowering local community leaders to be driving these efforts, to working in countries and regions around the world with widely varying waste management infrastructure. In addition to the new look and feel, we will be operationalizing the program and setting it up to scale. We've taken the time to integrate findings from our work around the world, feedback from stakeholders, and are excited to be broadening the conversation, refining the program, and introducing new offerings. It is my pleasure to now introduce our new program manager, Zoe Bresh, who will be unveiling our new Industry Solutions program.
Thanks, Cassia. I'm Zoe Bresh. My background is in sustainability and environmental engineering. I've spent the past 15 years of my career trying to solve and innovate for some of the most complex and significant environmental issues we face today. As Cassia mentioned, we are thrilled to be sharing and launching our rebranded program with you. Our new program is called the Blue Standard, or abbreviated to Blue for short. The mission is clear. As a first of its kind cross-industry standard developed by Oceanic Global, the Blue Standard offers open source resources, step-by-step auditing and consultation support, and buying deals with vetted vendors to help businesses eliminate plastic and operate more sustainably. We have developed Blue to inspire businesses, communities, and people to take continued action for a blue planet. As individuals, the decisions we make every day are opportunities to be agents of positive change. That power compounds as we engage communities, businesses, institutions, and global brands in changing their behavior and influencing their networks of employees, stakeholders, customers, and guests. Blue offers actionable steps to maximize the positive impact we can all create in our immediate spheres and beyond. Today, in our unveiling of the Blue Standard, we will walk you through different components of the program and how it works. We'll hear from some of our pioneering industry partners and share how you can get involved to join the movement. Here's a short video that introduces you to our new program.
Humanity invented industry to drive our economy and support our ways of life. But the infrastructure that makes our lives more convenient is depleting that which keeps us alive. But it doesn't have to be this way. Balance between industry and nature is possible. Solutions exist, and businesses can be agents of change. Meet Blue, a first of its kind cross-industry standard by Oceanic Global that works to create a balance between industries and the world that sustains them. With over 70% of the natural world composed of ocean, the Blue Standard empowers businesses of all sizes to take action toward protecting our blue planet and all who depend on it. Blue's dynamic offering provides tangible, cost-effective solutions and step-by-step consultation that drives lasting change. Our 3-star verification helps industries, including hospitality, music, sports and entertainment, office spaces, and more, make continuous commitments to plastic elimination and responsible consumption. Building infrastructures for comprehensive sustainability while celebrating incremental achievements along the way. And, as a new offering for the consumer packaged goods industry, we've launched Blue's Product Seal and Packaging Seal. These 2 seals verify responsibly sourced plastic-free packaging and products that are compatible with waste management, and awards them with collateral that honors their sustainability achievements. These seals also help consumers navigate greenwashing to find products that are truly plastic-free. We believe that impact should be open source. Solutions exist and should be shared. That's why our programs offer free tools and educational guides designed to catalyze positive action in our immediate communities and beyond. We live on a blue planet. It's time to act like it. Go Blue and get verified.
Welcome back. Now it's time to meet Blue. Blue is composed of 2 synergistic offerings that work together to empower businesses to achieve a measurable impact that protects our blue planet. For hospitality, tourism, events, music, office spaces, and the professional sports industries, Blue's 3-star verification system, composed of open source resources, step-by-step auditing, and consultation support, and purchasing deals with vetted sustainable vendors. For consumer packaged goods, Blue's product and packaging seals verify responsibly sourced plastic-free products and/or their packaging. It recognizes their sustainability achievements and helps consumers shop for products that tread lightly on our blue planet. To earn stars towards your Blue verification, a business needs to eliminate a designated number of single-use plastic items, such as straws, cups, and bottles. To achieve 1 star, a company must eliminate 3 types of single-use plastic items. To achieve 2 stars, it must eliminate 6 types of single-use plastic items. And to achieve 3 stars, the highest verification level, it must eliminate all mandatory single-use plastic items. We have established a unique checklist for each type of business we work with. We have also outlined some items that are non-mandatory, which include only back-of-house items, such as garbage bags, plastic wrap, and things that are challenging to fully eliminate at this moment. We are hopeful for better alternative solutions in the future. We have also introduced the concept of Blue actions to take on a more comprehensive approach to sustainability. This is a checklist of additional sustainability actions as identified for each industry, including composting, recycling, sourcing non-toxic cleaning products, sourcing local or plant-based foods, sourcing responsible seafood, as well as other operational considerations. We believe that impact should be open sourced. That's why we built our Blue Guides. These free industry guides offer tangible takeaways for specific industries and act as a step-by-step guide to how your business can achieve Blue verification. Oceanic Global has trained a robust network of expert consultants to implement Blue worldwide, and this is ever growing. If you're interested in joining the network, please reach out through the website. It is important to call out that in addition to the work we are continuing with business operations, we are also rolling out a new verification that focuses on products and packaging to engage the consumer packaged goods sector as well. Blue's product seal and packaging seal recognize responsibly sourced plastic-free packaging and products compatible with available waste management infrastructure. There are 2 levels of the seal: the product seal that focuses on sustainability criteria of both the packaging and the product itself, while the packaging seal focuses solely on the sustainability criteria of the packaging. To earn the product or packaging seals, businesses need to eliminate plastic in all elements of the product and/or the packaging. Some exceptions can be made for special cases in which a durable or reusable item is made from upcycled plastic materials to be reviewed by the Oceanic Global team. All disposable materials must be certified home compostable or biodegradable or recyclable as confirmed by the manufacturer. Any paper or cardboard used in packaging must be made out of recycled material, ideally post-consumer, or meet FSC standard or regional equivalent for sustainable forest management. Businesses must develop an end-of-life strategy for how the product and/or packaging needs to be responsibly disposed of, and this should be clearly communicated to the consumers. There are additional recommendations for integrating these priorities with any third-party distributors and retail partners, considering non-toxic inks and chemicals, and considering the full life cycle and supply chain of the materials, and additional environmental or social certifications. The verification process includes an application, working with our Blue Standard specialist to submit required documentation, and sending physical samples for review. Once the Oceanic Global team has awarded the product or packaging seal, your business can feature the seal on your physical product and packaging, as well as other areas, such as your catalogs, website, and social media. We can work with any company in the consumer packaged goods sector, including electronics, beverages, beauty, personal care, home care, travel, fashion, jewelry, food, pharmaceuticals, just to name a few. On our website, we highlight an ever-growing library of case studies from our cross-sector partners that we have already worked with, so you can learn from their journeys too.
All right, well, thank you so much, John, for joining us here as we're launching our Blue Standard today. You've been a long-standing advisor and supporter of Oceanic Global in our work, and we are so inspired by the work that you do daily, and really thrilled to hear more about what you're doing. But would you like to start by just going ahead and introducing yourself?
Yeah. Well, hi, thank you. And thank you for having me speak with you today. My name's John Warner, and I'm one of the founders of the field of green chemistry, which is integrating the skill sets needed to train people who are inventing next generation products, how to invent them in a way that doesn't hurt human health and the environment. I'm currently Senior Vice President of Chemistry and Distinguished Research Fellow of Green Chemistry and Sustainability at the Zymergen Corporation.
Fantastic. Yeah, incredible. And actually, on that note, in thinking about how do we better train the next generation of chemists and of the industry, is there what is your perspective, or what do you feel that's currently needed in the space to move in the direction that we need to find harmony and solutions with our planet?
I'm super optimistic that change is happening. I think that you can't help but hear consumers demanding better products, retailers wanting to sell better products because of the work you guys have been doing. The demand to improve our game and do things better has been nothing short of spectacular. Unfortunately, the one caution that I fear is that if you look at how we're training chemists and material scientists, we're still training them the way we trained them in 1980. So although we want new materials and we're demanding new materials, the people who have the job of inventing those new materials still haven't quite got that into the required curriculum. There's more and more electives that if somebody, is interested, they might be able to learn about green chemistry. But at this moment, most universities you can sail through never even hearing of it. That's why there's the nonprofit Beyond Benign that is creating curriculum for universities so that they can integrate green chemistry into the curriculum.
Yeah, and on that note, in terms of this process of integrating new curriculum, making it required, really ensuring that everybody's operating from the same level of facts, information, and able to apply their talents in that way. How do you feel you've seen the industry change, even just over the past 5 years, and hopefully in a positive way? But curious from your perspective, you mentioned there's more awareness from the consumer perspective. There's more demand and pressure on companies, and are companies rising to that challenge?
I think all the companies are getting, and all the companies' desire is through the roof. And frankly, I have not met a company yet that wouldn't say, hey, if we could have a product that's better for the environment that people would use, we would sell it. But again, the issue here is that a lot of them haven't been invented yet. So it's not that company that's choosing not to do it. It's that there's still a whole lot of inventions that have to happen. There are niche, cool little things that might fit little pocket places here and there. But oh my goodness, we're looking at global numbers of materials across the globe that we need to have significant innovation and creativity to truly make the massive impacts. Everyone wants it. I don't believe for a second that the desire isn't there. We have an ability to deliver on that desire issue.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's fantastic to hear from your perspective that that appetite is there and that desire is there. And if we can just align that intention with a focus, assumably with a focus on finding those solutions and integrating that curriculum, training people to be able to deliver on and to invent and create those materials that we need. And I do feel there's been this explosion in, experimentation and exploration, just even over the past couple of years as people are experimenting with shellfish waste and seaweed and algae and compost and getting a little bit creative there. So hopefully we do go in that direction.
Congratulations for all the work that you've been doing.
And likewise, yeah. Is there any closing thought you'd want to share with our audience and with the businesses, general public, community that's joining us here today?
Just keep at it and realize that the problems of yesterday aren't going to be solved by the technologies of yesterday. This is a crisis, but also an opportunity of innovation. And if we do things the way we've always done them, we're always going to get the same results. We need to look at new eyes, new ideas, and be more inclusive and diverse in our workforce so that we can have new creative innovations that leapfrog the technologies of the past. So keep at it, be diligent, and make it happen.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Sandra, so much for joining us at our Blue launch event. It's a pleasure to have you here. I think we'll start off by just having you introduce yourself to our audience.
Sure. My name is Sandra Noonan. I'm Chief Sustainability Officer at Just Salad. We're a U.S. restaurant chain with the mission to make everyday health and everyday sustainability possible.
Incredible. And you all are really leading the way in that arena and doing such an incredible job. Just to kick off, I'd actually love to ask you if there's a specific project or initiative that you'd like to share with our audience that you're particularly proud of, and if there was a certain inspiration and process as well that you can share to inspire some of the other businesses who are in the crowd today.
Absolutely. The most inspiring example I have is the Just Salad reusable bowl. Personally, the reusable bowl has been life-changing for me as I, over the past few years, pursued a zero-waste lifestyle and really tried to eliminate waste from my everyday life. And Just Salad came to the rescue with the reusable bowl. And it's actually why I started working at the company. I became a religious adopter of the bowl. And I'm so proud of the program because it has kept tens of thousands of pounds of single-use foodware out of landfills annually. And we are evolving the program to make it even easier to use so that you'll be able to order digitally, get your order in a reusable bowl, return it to Just Salad, we'll wash it, and the loop repeats. And that's a big initiative we have coming up in 2022. We also are measuring the carbon footprint of the reusable bowl versus disposable containers. And we're going to have those results coming up in the coming months. And we're really going to be able to show that the overall life cycle carbon emissions of going reusable are vastly superior to those of sticking with disposables.
That's incredible. And this is truly data that the movement hasn't had previously, or, kind of that comparison between is it worth the distribution and the washing of this reusable item versus disposables. And it's so incredible that we do now have this growing body of data, and amazing to hear that's something that you all are looking into and adding to.
Yeah, completely agree. We really do need that data to tell the story and make the case for why reusables are better.
Yeah, amazing. And actually, this next question I think really touches upon that reusable bowl program, particularly from the delivery side, which is honestly revolutionary and not something that is that's really been done at scale before. And so it's exciting to see how that's growing. Have you seen, just through your experience, the capacity of business and of industry to create a ripple effect of change and to inspire a community, to inspire others as well, to really shift our collective behaviors? And I think with this reusable bowl program, it's something that consumers can opt into and participate in and be a part of. Is there anything that you'd like to speak to that you've seen that's been shifting even just over the past few years?
The case for reusables has grown stronger amid several trends, including the COVID pandemic, where people became even more aware of the volume of single-use disposables that they were producing in their daily lives at home, maybe just became more pronounced than in their normal work days pre-COVID. And we have seen this, I guess I'd call it a ripple effect, yes, where big brands, small brands across the spectrum are piloting and trying and testing reusable programs. So from the largest publicly traded global chains to the smallest mom and pop restaurants to the Just Salads of the world, you are seeing pilots and established reusable programs taking shape in various forms and in iterations. So I think that what remains is for consumers to try them and to advocate for them. And when you go reusable, talk about it with your peer group and your friends, and help us strengthen that ripple effect by showing demand and adoption of what we're offering.
Absolutely. Well, I love that. And I really appreciate that you called out this is something that businesses of all size, scales, and types can be a part of and are a part of, and that it's a very welcome and opening space to just start with small and incremental steps, but to see how we can go and grow together as well, and to give that feedback and to bring friends along the way as well.
I think, it's funny because I think that reusables are something that very much show the power of peer pressure or social norms. If you see other people doing it, it's less scary or more likely to do it. And so being an advocate and talking about it with your social group is indeed powerful.
Amazing. I love that. Definitely a very positive peer pressure and behavior change inspiration there. Amazing. Wonderful. Well, thank you again so much, Sandra, for being here, for sharing your insight, and for the incredible work that Just Salad is truly pioneering in this space. And we're so thrilled to have you as a Blue partner in this work.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you so much, Eduardo, for tuning in as you're on the road. Really appreciate you joining us at the launch of our Blue Standard. And you've been such a longtime partner and advocate in this space, truly an inspiration. Would you like to just start by introducing yourself for our audience?
Absolutely. I'm Eduardo Castillo, co-founder of UTAS, and I happen to be with this gentleman here, who is my wonderful and beautiful brother and business partner. We founded UTAS. And yeah, happy to be involved, and very, very proud of the work that Oceanic Global has had.
Thank you. And I know you've really been leading this movement, both from the hospitality, music, events perspectives. And is there any specific sustainability program or initiative that you'd like to call out that you're most proud of that could inspire other companies that are in the audience today?
Absolutely. We're super proud of our recycling initiatives in Tulum. We first arrived there and we're overwhelmed with the amount of plastic that was washing up on shore and seeing it in the jungle and the landfills. And so we set up an incredible recycling program and collection program in Tulum, where we set out to build massive baskets and we spread them around town where in every neighborhood fills these baskets with plastic. We've seen an incredible, really dedication to this program from the locals. There's a sense of pride for having their neighborhoods cleaned and being part of the solution. We have an incredible recycling program that where we collect and we send to the recycling, really the only recycling plant in the Yucatan, which is in Cancun. So it's a pretty robust program that's led by our sustainability director by the name of Olmo Torres. He's done an amazing job, and we partnered with him early on. He's a biologist and really understands the fragility of the Yucatans, particularly the Riviera Maya, and has been an incredible partner with us. On the hospitality side as well, we're very proud on our methodology, and the plan is to really disrupt not only in the operations of hospitality, but also in the construction of hospitality, and find ways to really minimize land impact and readjust the way operations are run to adapt to the natural surroundings rather than the other way around and just coming in and bulldozing and having it. So we're really proud of our light touch methodology, and really these next 6 months are going to be very, very important for our development branch, and we're really pushing the envelope in many ways to really reduce our impact. Hopefully people pay attention and it catches on. And the cool thing is that we want this to be almost open source. We want, the more people do this, the better. The more hotels take on these methodologies, the better.
That's amazing. And Habitas, you were one of the first businesses to actually earn our plastic-free badge for eliminating single-use plastics throughout operations. So I think it's really commendable, the work that you've been pioneering, and absolutely have been inspiring the community in Tulum, in New York, to step up and to see that it's possible and that these solutions are out there and can be rolled out. So thank you for that leadership. And for those who haven't been to Habitas in Tulum, not a tree has been removed. They've really beautifully built the space around the existing ecosystem, as Eduardo was saying. And I think it's definitely quite unique.
It makes it a lot easier when we have resources, informational resources. So you guys have played a big part in it, and the partnership has made perfect sense, because when somebody asks me, how do we do this? It's very easy for me to say, here is a plethora of information that can benefit you in planning. And so thank you for that as well.
Thanks for that shout out. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess to just a question more broadly, as you think about the industry and how it's been evolving over the past few years, past 5 years, how have you seen a shift towards awareness or responsible consumption? Is there anything that you're particularly optimistic about?
Seeing these baskets fill up in Tulum is definitely I do see the optimism there, because I see that people, they're not just. I'm assuming, we also have a really robust educational program for it. But, I want to say that, yes, as we see these baskets fill up, there is an alternative. As long as there's an alternative, there's optimism. I'm an optimist by nature, but at the same time, I also want to alarm, and there has to be a sense of urgency, because, the more we pick up, the more washes up on the shore, the more we see around. So, I also believe it's a generational issue for sure. And I think that my daughter, she's 6 years now, will be much more well equipped to handle this mess, because there will be more people around her that are on the same page. So, the educational part is very important, and really action. There has to be action, and there has to be action from all levels, from our day-to-day, from what we do on our day-to-day, and the awareness of how it affects others, to big companies and corporations that must take responsibility as well. But I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I don't ever like to see anything as a doomsday scenario. But with my travels in the last year, through pandemic and being able to go out, get out a little bit with our projects around the world, it's not isolated to one place, and that's worrying, and that's troubling, and so more action has to be done, and things need to be really, organizations like Oceanic need to be sprouting all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is really important, that while there's optimism, there's also a strong and urgent, immediate call to action for us to be working on this together. And this is a shared problem and shared resources. And we see that most poignantly with the ocean. There's one ocean, and we see that the plastic from one side is really ending up elsewhere. And so it will take us banding together around this. So thank you so much, Eduardo. Really appreciate your leadership and your inspiration here. Truly, you've been such a longtime partner for the program, and we're really excited to be rebranding and stepping up and operationalizing into this next step of our journey with you. So appreciate that.
It's been an incredible pleasure. The entire Oceanic team is so passionate and intelligent, and really, you guys have shaped it up. I mean, I've seen the growth, and it's just really unbelievable and beautiful. So you will have our support as long as you're around, and I hope that's forever.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. What you haven't yet heard today is that we work with leading brands and organizations around the world, including Corona USA, Sandals Resorts International at all 19 locations across 7 Caribbean islands, Mandarin Oriental in Bangkok, who have just earned their 3-star plastic-free badge, Just Salad Global locations, Bullet Distillery in Kentucky, architecture and design firm and Moser's global offices, Salesforce headquarters in New York City, Marie Claire and House of Yes performance venue, and beyond. Explore more of our partners on our website. As a part of the Blue Standard, Oceanic Global has created the Blue List. The Blue List is a network of over 300 sustainable vendors that provide solutions to and purchasing deals for otherwise environmentally detrimental products and processes. Our Blue List vendors offer products and processes that are single-use plastic-free, compatible with waste management infrastructure, are using non-toxic responsibly sourced materials, and tread lightly on the planet. Let's take a look at some of the most challenging product and procurement transitions we've encountered along the way and find solutions available through the Blue List. Plastic water bottles in almost any context, at events and venues where they serve as a primary revenue stream, in regions where clean drinking water is not widely available, and beyond. But there are alternatives like water filtration companies and refill stations that can meet the business needs of hospitality, events, office spaces, schools, and beyond. Canned water options are also growing in availability and are great where they can be recycled. Tackling plastic cups at events and large-scale venues can also be a major challenge as one of the most commonly used single-use plastic items in food service. Companies are offering professional reusable cup systems, handling the logistics and washing with commercial-grade washing facilities, even experimenting with mobile dishwashing technology to get these solutions to one-day events and remote areas. Using aluminum cups for single-use options, again, where recycling infrastructure is compatible. Innovators are even creating water-soluble cups that dissolve in water for very short-term uses. Takeaway coffee cups from restaurants and cafes may always be required for a certain service, and by nature of the customer walking out the door with the cup, businesses have little oversight to their waste management. So companies are creating opt-in programs like citywide reusable cup programs to offer to local businesses and empowering consumers to be a part of the solution. Some are using reusable cups that are fully plant-based and can even be composted at the end of their useful life. Innovators are creating paper-based and origami lid-free single-use solutions as well. Food delivery is another sticky point, as decentralized systems that require food to stay hot and not leak in transition. Companies are solving these citywide logistics challenges as well to bring reusable containers to your home and back to a network of participating businesses, in some cases partnering with food delivery platforms. Again, giving consumers an opt-in opportunity to be a part of the solution. Hotel room amenities can be another challenge as your business considers how to offer a high level of service while aligning with your sustainability goals. There are now a growing number of companies that offer full-service solutions to everything from slippers to toothbrushes to combs, loofah, refillable toothpaste bits, shower amenities, and beyond that are reusable, durable, or made from natural plant-based materials that can be refilled. There are also now shampoo and conditioner bars that are fully non-toxic and in some cases infused with essential oils, which can be created and produced wholesale for hotels. There are also companies innovating around reusable and refillable aluminum dispensers and travel-sized bottles. There's a growing number of legislation around the world, including in the states of California and New York, to ban small-format plastic shower amenity bottles in hotels, which serves as an added incentive to make the switch. Finally, coffee pods. They offer choice, convenience, self-serve, and preference solutions for your community, but we know that these are highly disposable and single-use options. There are a growing number of reusable pod options for every size and type of machine: Nespresso, Dolce Gusto, Keurig, etc. The Blue List inspires us every day that solutions exist. A huge thank you to all of our speakers, partners, and industry experts for your insight today. We are grateful that the work we do is truly a collaboration between multiple stakeholders. We are thrilled to be here with you today to launch the Blue Standard as the next phase in our industry solutions impact work and to serve as a vehicle to find balance between industries and the environment. Through this work, we are excited to drive scalable behavior change and to maximize the positive impact we can all create within our own immediate spheres and beyond. We look forward to working with you to set a new industry standard around responsible consumption. Learn more at our website, bluestandard.com, or at our Oceanic Global homepage, oceanic.global. Join us in showing that solutions do exist and that balance is possible.